people, man. Big up, we got Saeed, man. Saeed has just been doing some mad watch-alongs, man. Some watch-alongs watching football, man. Talk to me, Saeed. Drama today in the Prem.
Drama, man, bro. Listen, people were saying it's going to be a boring day of football. I was like, yo, there's never a boring day of football, Nuruddin.
In the Prem.
Especially this Premier League. It's never a boring day of football. And boy, man, what a day, man. Like, late dramas, late results, late this, late that. And teams bottled it. Villa bottled it, which I'm very, very shocked about. But Bournemouth, credit to Areola. They stuck
big
with
up
it.
Bournemouth, man.
Wolves, they came back from 2-0 down. They were 2-0 down in the 85th minute, I believe. Next thing you know, bang, 2-2. What else is there? Brentford were 2-0 down, came back to 2-2. Then they went 3-2 up. Then Ipswich came back to 3-3. Then Brentford, oh my God, the goal, yeah, you'll see it a match a day, yeah. All Mbeumo does is loft it for a cross, but the keeper anticipates that someone's getting there. Then he kind of holds back. And then, next thing you know, he lets it go in his own net. And it's 4-3. But then Liam Delap has a chance at the end and hits the post. But it ends 4-3. And yeah, it's only Man City had a boring 1-0 game against Southampton. Only 1-0, you know. Only 1-0. So the beauty of the Premier League today was that everyone thought today that we'd be getting, like, you know, it'll be boring games, etc., etc. It was not boring, man. It's not boring at all.
Nah, listen, drama. Like I said, I'll just read out the scores for the people that don't know. So Aston Villa, but AFC Bournemouth finished 1-1, right? But Bournemouth got Saeed was explaining, got a late equalizer. Brentford, that's the game of the week. That's the game of the night. Brentford 4, Ipswich 3. What a game that is. And then Brighton versus Wolverhampton. Did it finish 2-2 or was it 3-2 to Brighton? Sorry, to Wolves.
No, 2-2.
Was it to finish 2-2?
Yeah.
Man City win 1-0 in it. And now it's Everton and Fulham in it. That's going to be on. That's the game.
Yeah, that one there. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, like we got a draw. We got 4-3. We got 1-1. And then Man City do the snide 1-0 in it. The 1-0 wins. Yeah, man.
Facts.
Big up. So what game did you? What games were you doing to watch alongside?
I was flicking in between, but the main game I was watching was Brighton Wolves, and then that got a little bit. The first half, I was like, right, let me switch. But people were saying that Aston Villa game was a bit more competitive, so I went to that game. Then I went to the Brentford. I was everywhere, man. I was
Yo, that's why you get on Saudi TV, mate.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Match day covered, mate. Forget Jeff Sterling and all that. Forget that Sky business, man. Tune into Saudi TV, mate.
Exactly.
Everything's covered. It's covered.
None of this
Everything
business,
is covered.
Mate. We're here, mate. We're live and kicking.
There you go. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, people. But big up, Saeed. Big up to you, bro. And,
come on, bro. Big up to you, man.
Long-awaited United Real Therapy podcast, but we're using this as a West Ham. So obviously, you and Vath did the game. I was working on Thursday, and I'm so happy to have missed the game, Saeed, because I watched some of the highlights. Trust me, I was so happy. I swear to you, I would. You know me. I would have smashed things in it. Like I just can't take it. I just can't take that. Playing Masraoui as a number 10. Are you taking the piss while having Ahmad on the bench? And you got Ericsson on the pitch playing as a number 8, and you're not playing him as a number 10. What are you doing?
Joke. He's a joker, man. He's become, like I said, I think for me, he wants to get sacked, bro, because you don't do that if you're a sane kind of manager in it. Like you don't talk about, you know, Mazraoui playing the 10 about 5-10 years ago. You know what I mean? When he was at Ajax and he was a young player, bro. You don't talk about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real, man. So he's in cuckoo land. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing. And ultimately, bro, like he's just trying to set a weird agenda that he wants to maybe act like he's got injuries and he's got players suspended. Like he wants to like almost like make people feel sorry for him that there's no options, but when there is options out there, but you're glad you're in work, bro. I said it to you, man. Anyone who's at work, it's not really a loss for them because you're not missing out on much. You're really not.
Honestly, literally, no word of a lie. I was cycling in the background, so I was cycling, and I was cycling safe, you know, through the university, the back of the university.
Yeah, of course.
Coming back from contact theatre, and I was like literally just one hand on the bike, like no cars, nothing, just, you know, using the pedestrian lanes. And I was literally, as soon as I come out of work, I turned on you and Vas to turn it on and go, right, guys, what's going on with the game? And you were like, already on. I'm like, yo, did we miss Bruno? And this is the game. Was the game that I really wanted to watch because no Bruno. Do you know what I mean? No Bruno.
Nah.
But then to play a fullback as the number 10. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. To me, I've been thinking about it. You know me, I think deeply about these things. So I'm like, if Ahmad played there and played well, he'll be under pressure to drop Bruno. And I don't want to drop his captain. If you played Eriksen there and if Eriksen played there and played well, then he'll have to play Eriksen there and Bruno won't be in the team. So what is he doing to protect that position for Bruno? What the F is going on, Saeed?
He knows the fans have also clocked onto the fact that, because I remember Flex asked the question saying that, yo, you're doing well in that 10 role, man. Are you enjoying it or whatever? And Eriksen was there in the press conference, innit? So maybe he just felt a bit uncomfortable in that role. Like, where do you see yourself? And then then Eriksen was like, obviously, yo, like, here's what it is, isn't it? Like, we have to play where we're told, innit? But you can tell really and truly, like, yo, he wanted to play there. You know what I'm saying, bro? He wanted to play there, bro. But that's why this manager's he's in cuckoo land. I told you, man. He's sabotaging at the minute. It's a sabotage, bro.
It's concussed, man. It's concussion, innit? Be like a rabbit in the headlights. And
does
then,
he get sacked, do you reckon?
No, I think so. But now it's blatant and obvious, bro. It's blatant and none of it. And then you see the way that the two coaches are going to Ahmad. Ahmad must have been fuming. We're going to come into that in a minute. But talk about it in that game, like in the context of that game. I watched the highlights and I'm just like, they had the better chances.
Yeah.
They should have won.
Yeah. They should have won.
They had the better chances.
Yeah,
they were a better team. They were a better team.
Especially first half, Onana. I can't lie, Nurjan. Onana's been keeping us in it. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. No, I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that in the match reaction. I said that I'm glad that he's silencing me, but I genuinely don't think in the long term he's good enough to play for Manchester United.
Yeah, but for now,
at this moment in time, he's doing incredible. And I'm always fair. Double save against Crystal Palace. Double save again the other night. Saves against all the other games that, even he made some big saves against Porto away. But yet again, in the shitty Europa League, which I hate, Saeed. You know how much I detest that.
Yeah, I know you hate it.
United are 21st, Saeed. They're 21st. People, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We analyze things here, man. We don't clickbait nobody, but the channel is still shadow banned. So please, the algorithm remembers. Sometimes when you guys... more people watch the video, more people like the video, more people watch it. It confuses the algorithm. Trust me, I've done the research. It really confuses the algorithm. And then the channel is not shadow banned anymore because so many people are viewing the video. So help the channel because I've just come back from the protest now. Started at Platt Lane, Blackfields Park, went all the way up to the Central Library. Big up to everybody who came out. The genocide is still going on. Free Tigray, free Sudan, free Lebanon. Free Haiti. Free anywhere where people are oppressed, man, and solidarity with people who are Lebanese people and the Palestinians who are getting Saeed, what they're doing. Yeah, Saeed, what they're doing to the Palestinians, Saeed. The cowardly, Saeed. The cowardly of so-called Muslim world.
Yeah, I seen that video of the Israeli, the ones that want to go into the settlement. They were saying that they need to leave and it was honestly, I think ITV were covering the news. It was awful, man.
Sickening.
The world's watching the genocide.
Sickening. And just letting it happen, all the people will say to you, slavery, I would have done something if it was slavery. And you know what? And the same thing about the Holocaust. Oh, how can the Holocaust take place? Listen, none of that. Tom, let me know. I'll send you the link now.
Yeah, big up Tom, man.
But I'm not going to lie to you, Saeed. It's crazy what's going on. So we stand up, we stand in total solidarity.
Yeah.
Saeed can be independent, he can talk about these things, but he was aligned to any of these things. That's what I'm saying. You got to people understand how hard it is, yeah? I'm telling you now, if Saeed now cooperated with the powers that be in the football industry in this country, you would have like a nearly 1 million subscribers now.
I know.
So would Lee Gunner, so would Grant. But they're refusing to do so. They're refusing to do so, to be independent, because then you won't be able to speak about anything. You wouldn't even have me on with this on side. You will not be allowed to have me with this on.
Exactly.
And you will not even say anything about anything that happens to Muslim people or black people. You won't be able to say anything.
I think someone was kicked out wearing a watermelon shirt. someone was kicked out for wearing a watermelon because now that's and they can't even wear a watermelon shirt now.
That's
is mad.
crazy. That is crazy. Big up Tom, man. I'll send you the link now. But Saeed, listen, West Ham pressure. I'll be there tomorrow. We'll be there doing a watch.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I got the thumbnail ready. So
we got the watch along. We got the watch along tomorrow. I'll be there. We'll be doing the Super Sunday as well, watching the other games as well, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Liverpool. So we're doing 2 games tomorrow, people. Join us at ETV. We will be there. But honestly, West Ham, Saeed, obviously their manager's under pressure. Locatelli's under massive
very under pressure. Very.
He's under pressure. So, I mean, honestly, it's almost like you were saying all the ducks are aligning to save Eric Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Because Kudus, the guy who battered us, who scored the winner last season, who took us apart, he's injured. You know what I mean?
He's injured. No, he's suspended. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think for me, it's one of them where my thing is with this game, bro, is that we're 13th now. A couple of games went in our favor, but we have to do our job, man. I'm not really looking at other teams right now in terms of if they drop points or whatever.
We can't afford to do that. We're a mid-table mediocre team. Are you taking the piss? Listen, last Saturday, we came out of that stadium. I had to go back quickly, for the dogs. Yeah, I was looking after dogs, for our Nicky. Right? So I left about 10 minutes early. I went there, got there about 10 minutes late, and then I left 10 minutes early. Saeed, I'm not lying to you. So Saturday by 5 o'clock, we were 10th. Yeah? 10th. Yeah. By 7:30, we were 11th. We were 11th till a day and a half later. By 9:30 at night, on a Monday night, we dropped to 12th. This is what you need to get used to when you're mid-table mediocre. The teams around you win, you drop down the place, Saeed. That's what happens when you're a mid-table mediocre. When teams in and around you, that's what happens. That's what happens.
Bro, we are literally mid-table mediocre, That's how mad that is, That's crazy, We're a mid-table club and it's become acceptable. And the thing is, I don't get that. Fans, for me, I get it. Most of the people are angry and hurt, but if you talk more about something, it becomes why are you shouting? Why are you angry for? Let it be. When you feel a certain thing about something, and someone's telling you not to be angry about something, you got to cut them off, man. You got to say, yo, listen. Nah, man, don't silence me, mate. I'm going to keep speaking about this. I want to, you know what I'm saying?
Saeed, and that brings me to my point, because this guy here, Samson, listen, back in the day, innit, about the occupation of Palestine, I would now and again try to hear what Zionist indoctrination BS, how they're being conditioned. Nowadays, when you're fucking committing a genocide, you're gonna both sides the genocide. You know what you are getting?
I'm surprised Samson said that. Samson,
what? It gives me nothing but pleasure, Samson, to hit that button and to go banned, deleted, tara, mate. I've got no fucking time to talk to Zionists. No time when there's a genocide going on. So get the fuck, go and suck on your mum with that fucking comment. Don't come to this fucking channel and talk about one-sided when there's a fucking genocide, when they're burning babies alive. Don't come on this fucking channel, you prick. Apologies.
No, absolutely, man. No, this is said, man. That's not on, man.
I keep that same energy to any other prick Zionist who wants to come on here as well. Trust me on this one. But big up, Tom.
Big up, man.
Lasby Avenue.
Big up, Tom.
Big up, Tom. Tom, were you on the match reaction the other night?
No, I wasn't.
No. Yeah, how you been, Tom? We've not seen you, heard from you lately. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all good. Yeah,
Have you been
working?
A
bit busy and stuff. I've had to sort out a couple of passes and that because I'm going away on Sunday. I'm going away tomorrow. I'm going away late tomorrow. It crosses over. It's 20 to 12 that we fly anyway, and then we're off. I'm off for the week. So
okay, brilliant. What, you going anywhere nice?
Sri Lanka.
Going anywhere nice?
Sri Lanka.
Oh, amazing! Why are you going to that side of the world? Wow.
Yeah,
you'll be flying. Yeah. Could you watch it on the plane? There's some planes where you can watch the football. You can watch.
What? Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, my friend went to Australia. So, when the cup final, United and City, the cup final was on.
Community Shield.
Flight to Australia. No, the cup final.
The final.
Yeah, they went to Australia to watch a team. They were watching the game mid-flight, watching the FA Cup final.
That's
Crazy.
mad.
But they flew with Qatar Airways, I think it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's who we're going. That's who we're going with. We've got a layover.
There you go. Well, they'll have talent. You'll be able to watch it then. You'll be able to watch it.
We're going.
You'll be able
We've
to
got a
watch it,
layover in Doha for a couple of hours, and then we've got a plane that's taken us straight to Sri Lanka from there.
Listen,
So,
when you're at the airport, can you just ask Sheikh Jazim if can he come back and biff United again, because Ineos are fucking screwing us over, mate, by keeping a dead fucking manager.
You're speaking to the wrong brother. Saeed's got his son on tap. What do you mean? Don't come at me.
Yeah.
No, but you let him know, man. Saeed, tell Sheikh, listen, tell him to tell the son to go meet Tom at Doha Airport, man. I'm telling you.
Bro, man, we messed up, man. We messed up, bro. We fumbled the bag. We got Ineos now, so
100%.
Why?
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. But big up, Tom.
Big
Listen,
up, yeah.
Locatelli tomorrow under a lot of pressure. Kudus, ban Saeed, not there. It's like everything is aligning for Eric Ten Hag to stay in. Everything's going up.
No, 100%.
What type of game are you expecting? Have you done a little preview?
I think for me,
fans?
Maybe a low quality game. I'm expecting a team who's conceded a lot of goals this season versus a team that can't score enough goals. So it could be a very, very much. It could be a basketball game. It could be, it could be a game of where both teams don't take their chances. But bro, I can't lie to you, man. It's one of them where we are, everything's put towards United should beat West Ham, surely. That's what it kind of feels like for me. Like United surely should dismantle a West Ham team, or do both teams just hit a gridlock and just draw it out and just go stalemate, and it's no one really wins the game, or no one kind of finds a winner because both teams are just lacking confidence. Both teams have got their own problems. Like it could feel like a 2-1 game, which I predicted, where it's like, again, similar to Brentford. I don't know how we're going to win the game, but I just know it's going to be 2-1. Like, that's what it feels like to me. You don't really feel like United are going to go into the game and assert themselves into a very comfortable afternoon where we dismantle them 3-0, Because even when you look at it, when I looked at the Man City game, when West Ham played them, they weren't that bad. It's just that Man City were clinical, And now recently they've been very, very bad, though. They've been terrible, bro. Defensively, Todibo, midfield-wise, they haven't found a balance. They might pack out the midfield. They might go ultra defensive tomorrow. So I'm not confident, Norida. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not really confident, but West Ham, they've won us the last 2 times now at their ground. They beat us. So, yeah.
And I'm talking. They beaten Solskjaer when he was struggling. Jose, remember, started doing some madness and started playing. Remember, you had a meltdown that day.
Bro.
The meltdown.
He played. Who did he play?
He played Scott McTominay as a centre-back.
Yeah. We had like 8 defenders on the pitch. Eight defending-minded players.
Yeah. So, Tom, what type of game are you expecting tomorrow?
Well, we should win. There's no excuses. Listen, Eric Ten Hag, the one word we all said was, there's no excuses anymore, mate. And he's starting to regurgitate and come back up with the old shit of the injury excuse. And I'm not hearing it now, Mr. Ten Hag. I'm not fucking hearing it. You've got coaches, you've got a team around you, you've got a structure above you that supports you. You've got the supposed backing of people above you. So let's see some results. None of this, and I've said this to people, why are people celebrating drawing games as a Man United fan? Please tell me. Somebody tell me why you fucking celebrate drawing. Why did we celebrate drawing in fucking Porto? Why did you celebrate drawing against Twente? Why did you celebrate drawing against Fenerbahce? Why? Why do we fucking do it to ourselves? Why? It's not progress, guys. Progress is when you're winning consistently. And listen, okay, you might say a performance is good. Were we that brilliant against Fenerbahce? Did we create shit tons of chances? Did we pepper the goal, guys? Were the goalkeeper diving left, right, and centre like we're on fucking Just Dance? No, we weren't. And this is what I say to people. Why people gas things up. Again, when you go to West Ham are pretty much on the same par as us, guys. They are shit.
They are shit.
I couldn't understand David O'Sullivan's decision when he said that they were going to part company with David Moyes. I really could not understand it. He brought them a fucking European Cup there. I couldn't understand. I can't understand that. They've got good players on the day, guys, that can kill you. We know what Bowen's like against us. He's had decent games against us in the last couple of times. We know what a couple of the players are at. Goalkeeper, they've still got Areola, I think, in goal, haven't they, guys? He's decent enough goalkeeper when he was at PSG. I don't know about when he's been at West Ham, but the fundamentals of it all is, guys, this is our fucking level that we're playing at.
Facts.
And we're even debating going away to West Ham and are we going to win? So I hear some people so many times now, guys, because of how shit we are. Oh, we'll take a point at West Ham. Fuck off. Why? Why should we take a point? We've got good enough players, guys, in this squad that can win you a game on their own, regardless of coach.
Tom, can I just come in there and just say that?
Shit.
Tom, I swear to God,
you're going to have to rely on them.
You know what, Tom? I swear to God, you hit the nail right on the head. I get United fans now talking like, "Oh, a point away off on the back."
I know.
This is what does me.
You know
out.
what I mean? A point of Palace. Saeed, a point of Palace is good.
Yeah,
you know
no.
A point
it all
Villa
stems from the manager, though.
Yeah,
He's brainwashing people.
Villa, Saeed, a point of Villa is good. What the fuck are we? Brentford? What are we? Bournemouth? What are
this
we?
is
West
the
Ham?
standards what I can't get with people. And when we speak to people who are so passionate behind this manager or for this club, listen, you can be passionate, but you have to be disciplined in what you're saying. You need to understand the context of it. When you're sat there, you're sitting there and you want to make people feel happy or there's something to get behind. What? Because we got a point against Fenerbahce. What I said when they should have got rid of him at the recent international break and they didn't, what I said was, out of the 7 games that he has until he gets to the next internationals, he has to win at least 6 of them. That's a run consistently. You can slack off one game in like 6 or 7. That happens to every top team. City does it where they have a bit of an off game and they might only win 1-0 or they might slip up and they might draw. The fact of us is, why the fuck do we celebrate drawing? Your standards of a club is shit. You're going to West Ham, who, guys, I don't even know whether are they lower than us in the league or what? I don't even know. I think we're 13th, aren't we? We've gone down a couple
18th in terms of goals scored. 18th.
That's fucking. This is what I'm saying, though. 18th in the league, mate. But the thing that I'm saying, Saeed, is the chances that people go on about, like they make out as if we create chances and we make the goalkeeper dance about like he's fucking doing just dance. We don't make the goalkeeper work enough. We don't. We don't create enough chances.
No, we don't.
And even the fact of it, guys, is when we get the ball in wide areas, and this will prove the point tomorrow, right? Watch this game tomorrow when you get the ball in wide areas, right? And see how many times our wingers put balls in the box for players. They don't do it. They want to, it's all about run inside, cut inside, or go to the byline and try and score. They don't put the balls in the box enough. And then we all sit here and say, why is Xerxes not having a good time of it? You don't give him any fucking service. Why is Højlund never scoring? Don't give him any service. What do you expect for them to do, guys? They're not fucking miracle workers. If you put Højlund in our team, right? If you put Haaland, in our team right now, it'd be shit. He'd come down to our level. This is the fact. This is the point that people don't tell you guys. And at the end of the day, when we go down this road of recruitment with this manager, this is the team that he has built, right? There's no excuses around injuries. You can't hide behind that. And there's no excuses around, we'll just take a draw. It's a good draw. No. There's a way to win, as Dino says. There's a way to win, there's a way to lose, and there's a way to draw.
Facts.
We have one way, and we can't fucking win anyway. So it's by the by. At the end of the day,
shit. We play shit.
The playing style at the moment is shit, and people are trying to hype it up because you win one game against Brentford and you draw. People are sitting here and telling me, we haven't even lost after the internationals. What are you talking about? That's how fucking low people are stupid. We're unbeaten after the internationals. And we forgot the first 7 games of the season. It's shocking.
Crazy, man.
And the
standards,
guys,
I can switch it and say we've won 1 in the last how many? So when people say,
that's the European. Say you can't use that against people. That's the European record. It's about the Premier League. But when you tell them, we're in 13th. But that doesn't matter. We're seeing progression. You know, the shots are improving. The chance creation's improving. But then you just give them that stat about we're 18th for goal. What was it say? Goal contributions or something. Yeah. It's fucking shit. You use stats. They bring stats to you, and you fire back at them, and they've got no answers to it other than, let's just give it a bit of time. What's the time for? We're not in, we're not have a fucking time machine, guys. We can't go back in time and do things differently. You either act now or you don't. It's as simple as that. And this club, I'm sorry, right? We are dying a slow death. And when it comes up to some proper teams, guys, when we play decent opposition, you'll get fucking turned over. They're not, this about, we'll take a point here and there. I fully expect Man United to go there tomorrow and win. They should. I should have that belief as a fan. I want them to win tomorrow. They should win. They should fucking win. And at the end of the day, why are we celebrating mediocrity as a football club? West Ham are shitter than us, and they don't have top players. We have top players, guys, but we've got a shit coach. The fact of it is, the players individually should get the result tomorrow, regardless of coaching or tactics.
Yeah.
They should, because West Ham are fucking diabolical on their own anyway. So what I want to see from my team is go there, be aggressive. Don't get swallowed up in the atmosphere of, we need to win. The pressure's on us all, the media and all that other shit. Put that to the side and let's just get back to basics, guys. Play little 1-2s, decent bit of football. Go back to the basic formation that used at Villa, 4-4-2, but use it in an attacking sense, not defensive. I'm sick of this, guys.
I'm not lying to you. Listen, if Manchester United were dominating the games and the goalkeepers of all the teams who played in the past 6-7 games were all making amazing saves, I'll be coming on here defending Erik ten Hag. And some of you will be like, you know what, we're just lucky. But we are shit. Let me just get some of the match facts for tomorrow, people, and then we'll get into the score.
Yeah, go for it.
West Ham's Mohamed Kudus begins 3-match suspension after being sent off against Spurs last week. Forward Nicholas Forrung is still sidelined with a calf injury. Manchester United have Bruno Fernandes available after being suspended for the midweek draw against Fenerbahce. Johnny Evans expected to be fit, for fuck's sake. Johnny Evans expected to be fit after the game. Anthony looks set to miss after picking up injury. Mason Mount, Harry Maguire, Lenny or Luke Shaw, Kobe Mainoo are still out. Match facts. West Ham can win 3 consecutive home league games versus Manchester United for the first time since the run of 1974 to 1977. The away side has failed to score in the last 5 league meetings between these two sides. Can you imagine that? We have failed to score, right? West Ham, this West Ham's 9th Premier League game of the season, with all 9 taking place in London. Hammers are aiming to win back-to-back league games at a London stadium for the first time since last December. They could go 14 top-flight home games without a clean sheet for the first time since the run of 16 in 1965. West Ham have conceded 9 first-half goals this season in the Premier League. Only Wolves and Southampton have conceded more. Aaron Cresswell could make his 500th career league appearance, while fellow left-back Emerson Palmieri is in line for his 100th Premier League appearance. Here comes Manchester United, people, so bear up. Hey.
Okay.
Manchester United have 11 points after 8 matches. Only in 2019-20 campaign have they had fewer points at this stage in the Premier League season. Under Erik ten Hag, Manchester United have lost 17 Premier League away games, which is the same number as they have won while he's been in charge. Let me repeat that for the people at the back. Under Erik ten Hag, Manchester United have lost 17 away Premier League games, which is the same number as they have won while he's been in charge.
For his whole tenure, not this season.
His whole tenure. Ten Hag's side have only won 2 of their last 17 league matches in London, drawing 5, losing 10, both of which were against Fulham. Right, so we only beat Fulham in London. We don't beat anybody else in London. Manchester United aiming to keep the 4th competitive away clean sheet in the Prem for the first time since July 2020. Only Liverpool have kept more clean sheets in this season's top flight. Bruno Fernandes has faced West Ham 12 times in all competition for Manchester United, but has never scored against them. He's currently on a run of 16 games without a goal in all competitions. Right, people? That's the stats for you. So, hey, what the stats are damning? What bit was damning?
Everything. there's nothing.
Pick the good out of the bad, guys.
Oh gosh, man. I don't know what to say, man. I'm just kind of like, you know, you kind of numb to it, innit, now. You know, what more stat can he break? You know? Like, that's where my head is at. Lopetegui's been struggling. They've been conceding goals.
Yeah.
They've not been great this season.
No.
You know, they're just not a great team. West Ham are not a great team. Let's not hype them up. Let's not go on like they should be beating us. Let's not go on like it's a tough away game. Let's not go on like, you know, a point's a good result. Like, let's not do nothing. Let's expect, rather, to win the game and move. You know, I'm not even saying to people like win the game by about a big scoreline. Just win the game. That's all. That's all I want from United. Win the game and we move. We can watch the Aston Villa Arsenal game in relaxation, chill out, no problem. You know what I mean? So for me, just win the game. Like, it's gone beyond like even asking for performances now, because apparently I can't ask for performance. I can't ask for style of play. I can't ask for this. Can't ask for that. You know what I mean? So can't really ask for anything nowadays.
Because he can't deliver shit. You can't ask anything because he can't deliver shit.
He can't deliver it.
That's all he delivers is just shit. Let me just say this, people. Listen, there's only 400 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video. We're not even got 200 likes on the video yet. Let me just see. We're not even got 200 likes on the video yet, people. Please, let's get to 200 likes. We are like 48 likes away from 200. Let's get the target of 250 likes, people. Big up to every one of you. Let me just get this quick super chat here. Big up Charlie. Charlie says, I hope we lose. Locatelli out, Tan Haram in. I hope we lose. Oh my God. Yo, that's how it is. Listen, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You got rival fans bantering us. But yeah, people, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I think we're 15 subscribers away from 600, 11,600. So let's go, people. Let's get 15 of you to like up, man, to not like up, but to subscribe to the channel as well. The big thing that I want to ask in terms of team selection to you, Saeed, and then I'll go to Tom, is that, actually, no, Tom, I'll go to Tom. Team selection tomorrow, Tom. The fact that Manchester United have to beg on Johnny Evans to come back. What the F is going on here at this football club? Please, like, somebody please wake me up. Yes, when he gets on the pitch, he plays all right. But this guy breaks down in games, and we have to play a certain way, Saeed, as you know, to protect him, because we can't get him exposed. It means that we can't go and press right up the pitch and leave him alone. But Saeed, you watched the game. I'm sure, Tom, you watched the game against Fenerbahce. How did Ugarte play? Because on the press conference before this game, right, Ten Hag was hinting, saying he might not be playing. From the hint, what he was saying, it's like he might not be ready. But how did he play, Tom? And then I'll go to Saeed. So what kind of midfield are you expecting tomorrow?
I thought Ugarte played quite well. With the one thing that we bought him for, guys, is break up play, disrupt things. We basically bought Casemiro again, but maybe 10 years younger. That's probably what we paid for with Ugarte. We wanted a player who was similar to Casemiro, with style of play, great in a tackle, can win the ball back, and if he has anything else with him, like if he has good passing with him, or he can, drive with the ball or carry the ball, then it's an added bonus. But listen, that can be developed with a coach anyway. You can develop the three last things that I've just said there, but you need to have proper coaching with it. And some coaches will work with players and some won't. And look, I don't buy this with Ten Hag around it, guys, because enough shit's come out to say that it got to the point where it got leaked from somewhere that he gives them like 10 video clips, 5 minutes a piece, sends them home with it and says revise on it. And that's it. That's how players supposedly are supposed to learn where to improve. That's not great. People make out is this brilliant tactician, is this brilliant coach and everything. Benny McCarthy did not tell you that half of the truth of it, guys. And the reason behind it is because he's still got to get paid out from Man United. That's the reason why he won't tell you the full truth. If he had no pay line to Manchester United because he's not been paid off, because people expect that when you sack somebody or you get rid of a coach at a club, they're just gone like that and you pay them. No, it's the same thing when you pay a player. You have to pay them per week or you pay them off annually. And how football clubs work is they pay you off per week, just like you're a player, you get paid per week. When they pay you off, you're paid off per week. And when the gag money goes, guys, you see so many coaches come out and say so much shit. Like Ollie now, the gag money's gone from him, so he can say what he wants. Like he said, I didn't get XYZ player when he were on the Gary Neville podcast show. I didn't get XYZ player, that's why I failed. They can say what they want. Ragnick will be the same in a couple of years. But I thought Agati played well. I do like him as a player, guys, but he's a player I think he needs a run of games. We've been here with Donny van de Beek, guys. We bought a decent player from another club before, brought them here. We didn't give him a run of games, and he staled out. I don't want the same thing to go to Agati. I do like him as a player. And if I'm setting up a midfield for tomorrow, well, we haven't got Cobby, have we?
No Cobby.
Fernandez is allowed to play now, isn't he? He's not.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd probably say Ericsson. Do you know something? I'd play Ugarte, Ericsson, and Cass if I'm going to go out there. But we're not going to do it. We already know Fernandez is going to go in there. But if he drops Ugarte, guys, I just think he's a shitbag. Ten Hag. Well, I think he is anyway. But if he does now, like, what does Ahmad have to do to get in this fucking team at the moment? Seriously, we're not scoring goals, mate. He's your best player that you've got at the moment that can score goals, and you're not playing him. You're contemplating to your own demise. It's ludicrous. It's the same thing with Ugarte. Saeed, he plays brilliant midweek. You tell me this anyway. He plays brilliant midweek, but then he'll probably fucking drop him tomorrow. Why? So what's the point in playing good?
Listen, it's mad. It's a mad. Big up Humangas. Happy birthday, man. Big up to you.
Yeah, big up.
Honestly, it's kind of like, yeah, it's just like a broken record then, bro. You know what? You know what I miss, genuinely? Not talking about a manager, not talking about a coach, just looking forward to games.
I know.
Just talking about the games. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But we have to talk about it, Saeed. Like, in terms of the lineup
all
tomorrow,
the time.
Yeah, in terms of the lineup tomorrow, where do you see what kind of lineup do you think, especially in midfield, can win Manchester United a game?
You know, for me, yeah, I just look at the midfield right now. It's nothing's ever gonna be like certain. You know what I'm saying to you? And I think for me, ultimately, you know, putting Eriksen, Casemiro, and Bruno is probably our best option, if I'm being honest with you. Ugarte is there, don't get me wrong, but I still think for me he's still learning and he's still adapting to the league, which is needed at this rate at the minute. But ultimately, bro, I'll be honest with you, there isn't like a key or kind of an element of like what works and what doesn't work. We're just kind of winging it at the minute. Like, that's what we're doing right now. We are just winging it. We don't really have like a plan. And ultimately, my thing is that I look at the situation with Casemiro. I still think he's got a lot to offer. I still think he can do some bits over there. So we just got to just see this out and just see what works. But for me, I would say Eriksen, Casemiro, and Bruno for now. You know what I mean? Because I just know he ain't gonna play. He ain't gonna drop Bruno Fernandes, is he? Let's be honest. We have to get that out of our heads. He ain't dropping Bruno Fernandes. No way. Is anyone thinking he will do that? I don't think so. Anyone?
He ain't got the balls because he knows it will be something that he'll go against him.
He won't do
it. They'll question him, and a lot of the players around him will question him because Bruno's the captain. But a new manager side coming in, if they drop the captain, they can get away with it because Ten Hag's so deep now. He made this guy. He picked this fucking guy as his leader on the pitch, guys. Don't forget about this. And I've always used the same point. Ollie, on his last fucking game, Harry Maguire put the captain's armband down in that Watford game at half-time. He said, I don't want to be captain anymore. It's too much. I can't deal with the pressure. Ollie picked it up and said, who fucking wants it? Who wants to be the captain then? Who wants this? Bruno Fernandes was on that fucking pitch. He sat there. He said, fuck all. He said, fuck all. That's the person who leads your football club. That's the person who you supposedly rely on in big moments as your man on the pitch in Ten Hag, your man on the pitch who's going to galvanise this team. He can't galvanise shit. He gets himself sent off. This is it. Discipline, guys. And at the end of the day, the only thing that we ask for with players is just show us something. If a coach isn't going to be able to get something out of you, show something individually. I don't care. If you go off script, the one thing that I've always seen with Ahmad, guys, anyway, and Rashford's the same thing. When they run at players I don't know fucking why Ten Hag, he just doesn't like it. He doesn't like when they run at players, when they put balls in the box. He doesn't like it. Because have you noticed, whenever Rashford, when you played that Liverpool game, Nuruddin, and you, I think both of you went to the game anyway, you said to me, when you come back after on the stream, it's tactical. He's not being able to play how he normally wants to, which is run properly, run direct at play. Our man's the same. When he does it in a game, guys, the following game he fucking drops him when he has a brilliant game. I don't know why. There's no ways around it. But the only shit that he gets when a journalist asks him, why have you dropped this player for this game night? He either comes up with the excuse of it's injury, it's illness, or it's tactical. But he won't tell you why of either of those three excuses.
Facts.
Why can't he do it? Why can't he say, oh, he's got tonsillitis? Why can't he say, oh, because he's not fit? Why can't he say, oh, because I don't want direct wingers for tomorrow? Why can't you say it to Erik ten Hag? You're not going to give the game plan away by answering a question. It's as simple as that. But listen, this doesn't go out to any Dutch people or anything, but because I have a lot of love and I have a lot of respect for Dutch people. But the one thing that I've always understood when you speak to people who are Dutch is they're very stubborn, they're very shrewd with what they say, and sometimes they don't want to speak directly to you unless they have a personal connection to you. That's one thing that I've always understood around Dutch philosophy. Johan Cruyff's been the same when he talked about football and the history of it. Ruud Hullit's been the same when he talks on interviews on stations. Loads of people have done it. That's just the Dutch culture. British culture, our culture is, guys, you see kids on a fucking park or a rough estate, they built a ball against the wall. That's our culture. That's different to over there. And Ten Hag, I don't necessarily think when he came to this league, he understood or he got the grasp of what the culture and the environment of this league is. When Jurgen Klopp came over from Germany, guys, he got it because he understood the culture, not only of the football club, but of the city that he was actually being and that he was actually in.
Yep.
When he went there, they said to him, "Oh, what colour's your wheelie bin? Purple." That's Liverpool. Liverpool have all those great pictures from all the old days where fans or spectators, they used to climb on wheelie bins over the training pitches. They could watch training. That's one of Liverpool's great philosophies of their fans. They always want to have a sneak peek of it. Jurgen Klopp understood that before he walked through the door, Saeed. Ten Hag, when he walked through the door, did he really get our club? No, he come in here with a fucking same old swagger that most managers come in, like Mourinho did, like fucking Van Gaal did, when they come in and they say, "Oh well, what was it? Errors come to an end. City and Liverpool can't be dominant forever." Of course they can. It's about direction of travel of you as a club. But the fact of this guy he's had his time now to show us something from a coaching element.
I think we've passed that point now, Tom.
We have passed
it. We've passed the point of him improving his
his
coaching now.
People don't want to accept this. They want to fucking prolong this and say, "Oh, because
but Ineos haven't. Ineos still believe in him.
Because the new structures here, guys. We have to respect it based upon what Ineos want because they've decided to keep this guy. So we need to give him a bit of time because it's a new structure, it's a new vision. No, I'm saying this is what people tell you though.
I know, and this is the thing because the fan base, the standards are dropped so badly. Big up Brum. Brum says Manchester United mid-table a time before Ferguson turned up. Now, listen, one thing I say to you about Brum, we were a mid-table exciting team, mate. We're playing with wingers. And we would always go on cup runs and we would win the FA Cup. And the FA Cup actually meant a lot back in those days. It was one of the pivotal because, you know what I mean? Only that people who went to the Champions League, not all this European competition was there. It was just the Champions League. And then they used to have back in the day a bit of the UEFA Cup, if you remember, right? So Manchester United, win or lose, were entertaining. They weren't dull. People weren't bored.
We were always entertaining, man.
People were not leaving the stadium, right? The test to see fans if they glory on us, if they lack of a better 6 months ago, they beat their rivals in a cup. Listen, at the end of the day, it's this. Nobody's leaving nowhere. Nobody's leaving anywhere. We're all here, but we're just sick of the bullshit what we've been served.
People are leaving the stadium early though when it's like.
Of course they are. Of course, because there's shit. What do you want me to stay though? What do you want to watch shit? Do you want them to stay and watch shit? Or do you want them to get home? You know how difficult it is getting out of the stadium, Saeed? To go home because of all the traffic around it, because of the infrastructure so shit in this city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough
So
trams,
it's
not
difficult
enough.
to get out. It's difficult to get out. And people think, you know what, I need to leave. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing I just want to come down to, in terms of what type of a team, to me personally, Ugarte and Casemiro have to play. And Eriksen would have to play as a number 10, for me personally. I know it's not going to happen, Saeed, but we've got to say it. Because we're not accepting the same bullshit every flipping week. And the fact that we're begging Saeed, fucking Johnny Evans, and then we have to play in a certain way to protect him, Saeed. I know you can see it, Saeed. When he plays, you play differently. We play to protect him.
Yeah, we do. But then that's what tomorrow could be. He could randomly just put someone there and be like, you know what, we're going to do this style. Or we might play this way. Like,
I won't put it past him. Look what he did with fucking
Mazraoui in
Mazraoui 7 years ago, he played as a 10 and he was fucking brilliant. So I thought it'd be a great idea. Listen, he weren't shit. He weren't shit, to be fair to him.
You know how weird that is? Do you know how weird a manager to bring up things? Listen, in youth football, Saeed, let me just say this. In youth football, you know Jamie Carragher, the Sky pundit, ex-Liverpool player. He used to be a striker in youth football.
No way.
Yes. He scored against Buffon. Saeed, he scored against Buffon, and he had, in Liverpool, he broke records in goal scoring.
Wow.
So what does that mean?
Yeah.
What the hell does that mean?
He was a defender anyway. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
And you know what? He was a failed midfielder. Then they put him right back, and then they put him centre back.
Scott McTominay was a striker when he or something like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Exactly. Big up. He says, I'm pissed Kylie Minogue has got injured. Breaking news. Breaking news just now, and about 13, 14 minutes ago. Manchester United tests confirmed that Anthony has suffered a sprained ankle. Brazilian winger will surely miss the next game. He's going to be missing for quite a bit, mate.
Yeah, he'll be out for a
bit. He don't play him anyway.
He'll be out for a couple of weeks, mate. He'll be out for a couple of weeks. Big up,
he'll be out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, he'll be out for a while.
Yeah. Big up.
But now, if you don't play Ahmad or bring him on, it's going to look even more like weird as well. Imagine you don't bring on Ahmad.
Genuinely, what did you think of that? What did you think about him getting consoled?
That was disgusting, bro. For me, it's the way that even Janad even go up to him and say, "Yo, listen, sorry, bro. We couldn't play yesterday." He cowered. He went over to Van Nistelrooy, and Rennie Hack went over to him as well. So he didn't even have the decency to come over and say, "Yo, listen, bro. Take your chance now. Sorry. Just something. Give him a bit of encouragement." But he didn't do that, bro. And for me, it's and then he came on, and it was our best player when he came on. Literally, when he came on, he took a man on, got a free kick. So I don't know what he could do more. I think ultimately the manager's got something against him, and he's talking about training. Well, listen, nobody gives a shit about training, bro. I'll be real with you, man. We need to see that who's good and who's not good in it. You feel me? That's how
we've seen training though. We've seen him in training side with these clips and that. They put a clip of fucking Anthony in it, and they put a clip of fucking Ahmad. It was like watching two different players. But he still persisted with Anthony until the point of now where fans have been getting on his back and the media are starting to question, why are you not playing Ahmad? He's playing brilliantly in training. He's got brilliant skills that you need to have to be a wide player in the Premier League. Directness, can play with both feet, put balls in the box, take it to the byline, cut inside, buy free kicks, win fouls. He's got everything that you need of a modern day footballer.
Everything you need,
everything. Man. But you don't play him. There's no excuses now. Like you just said there, Shade, you've hit the nail on the head. If he doesn't play him tomorrow, what's the excuse going to be now? You've got fucking nobody. You're going to play Garnacho and Rashford again. It's not. There's no excuses. Everton now. There's really no fucking excuses left. But anyway, we never know. He might come up with some other bullshit. We might find something out from 10 years ago. Lissandro Martinez used to be a left winger. We might find something completely new that we never heard of again. But the fact, like Dino said, is he's scavenged around back to 6-7 years ago with Mazraoui because he knows he can play number 10. And instead of playing an actual number 10, like Eriksen, who he had available, he doesn't do it. It doesn't make fucking sense.
I just said to Saeed, he's protecting that position because imagine Ahmad played there and played well. Imagine Eriksen did and played well. Then the pressure will be for him to drop Bruno.
Well, when we had Sancho, we played him in the number 10 during pre-season game. He was fucking immense. He was brilliant. when we played against
Brilliant, yeah,
Arsenal.
that's what I'm saying.
He was quite good when we played him against, I think, with Real Madrid for most of the game as well. We didn't win the game, but he was good. It was good individual play and performance, guys. But at the end of the day, Ahmad has a decision to make for his career anyway at the end of the season, because he's either staying or he's going. And I'm sorry, if I'm his agent, in the same way that Alvaro Fernandez got fucking treated at this football club, where he didn't get a chance and he's gone and flourished at another club now, what do you want to say at this shithole for, Ahmad? Seriously. Listen, if he's a fan, he has a personal connection to this club, I can get it. I can understand it. But if you want to do something with your career, young'un, seriously, if I'm his father, if I'm his agent, whatever, there's so much more opportunities away from Manchester United right now than with this manager. So the only thing is, unless this manager changes now in the middle of this season, and it's to somebody else comes in who might actually give you a chance and you can perform, because he'll outshine every one of them. He will outshine Anthony. He'll outshine Rashford. He'll outshine Garnacho. All of them. If there's a new manager who comes in, guys, and said, it's a fresh start, I want to work with everybody, he'll be the first fucking winger on the team sheet.
Listen,
I guarantee it.
100%, Tom. Big up Nate. Nate says, we are fans who treat the FA Cup like we won the UEFA Champions League. Chelsea won the UEFA Champions League. What did they do afterwards? Did they challenge for a league title? No. Listen, cup. Anybody can win a cup. Yeah, you just need to get the luck and the draws go on your side. Yeah, and you can in the day you can turn up and win on a day, right? The true testament of any manager is what you do in the league, mate. It's how you are week in, week out. Because that's the bread and butter of football.
Yeah. But also, just to general, like, you know, I think the league success is where everybody's watching, and you know, and come on, man, like this is where we want to see does well. Like, we can't be 12th, man. You know what I mean? Like the average position, we were third, in the first season. And fair play to him, we got third in it. But like the real reality was the next season after that we were 8th. So then we're 12th, when we're nowhere near top 4. It's like, bro, and that was when we had a good defense and wasn't really a good attack, to be honest with you. That first season, we only scored 58 goals. It weren't that many.
Yeah, honestly. It's crazy. So I'm going to say with you, what are you hoping for? What's your heart telling you? What's your head telling you about tomorrow's result? Because you're predicting a quite dull game because both managers under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, dull game.
And Locatelli's on extreme pressure. Obviously, they're the home manager. What are you? By the way, people, there's 500 of you in here, and we've not even got 300 likes. Let's get to 300 likes. People.
69 away. Come on, man.
Yeah. Big up. The biggest thing, Saeed, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I see that Locatelli tomorrow. He might shut up shop, or then he might think, you know what, I can attack United. I'm going to have a go at United.
It could be a basketball game. It could be a game where, you know, I think we need to just look at in terms of, you know, confidence-wise. Both teams are going to be absolutely shot for confidence. Like, no one's going to be playing exquisite football. It's going to be mistakes. It's going to be a case of Wan-Bissaka locking up Garnacho. You know, what else is there? It's going to be like, it's fine margins, man, when you deep it. It is fine margins, this game. There's not a lot that you can really, like, say to yourself, yo, we're going to destroy West Ham. It's a game that's probably based on a bit of mistake or one individual moment of brilliance. That's all it is. Nothing else, really. Like, and that's where, for me, my head's saying that, you know, United 2-1. My heart's saying that, boy, you could be in for a shock again. And United can always shock you. You know, can always find a way to disappoint you. You know?
Correct. Yeah. Is this true, by the way, guys? Just bring Shaqarian's point up. Is this true?
Shaqarian, by the way, yeah.
No, you know what it is? Can I explain? That the journalist, he was pro Qatar. So I believe he's just putting out something out there against Ineos. That's what I believe anyway.
I was going to say, this is fucking embarrassing if that's true. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if it's true, then it's embarrassing.
Like, Ineos can't afford a fucking private jet to send 2 other players to the Ballon d'Or Awards. What are we fucking doing as a club? Seriously. It's fucking it's shocking. And even when you talk about points like that, guys, right? You could have asked anybody else, but you asked fucking City, supposedly. What do you expect the answer is going to be? Oh, yeah, we'll bring them straight on the plane. Whoa, don't slip, Cobby, don't slip. We'll have a fucking insurance case in his hands. Man, you have to sue us if anything happens to you.
Now, to be fair, they should just take the normal flights, really. They should take the normal flights.
We'll take the normal flights, take a charter, take a private jet. It don't matter.
So are they doing a watch-along for the El Clasico?
Yeah, El Clasico, yeah, I'm doing a Clasico.
Is it 8 o'clock? What time is it? Is it 8 o'clock? Yeah.
8 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah. Make sure people you tune in. Right, Saeed,
Yeah.
score quickly.
2-1.
2-1 United. You've been getting them right, actually.
You know what it is for me, Nordin? It's I generally just think for me, 2-1. I think we'll get the job done. We'll get the job done, Nordin. Okay. We'll do enough to win the game.
To win the game.
That's all I can say. I don't think it's an easy, It's honestly, it's just a 2-1, and I don't know how. Same with the Brentford game. Just know it's a 2-1. If it's a 3-1, 4-1, surprising me. But 2-1.
Fours are against us, Saeed.
For us, yeah.
Yeah. Tom, quickly, because I've got another thing to get to. What do you think the score's going to be? What's your head telling you? What's your heart telling you?
I think same as Saeed. I think 0-2-1 if they're gonna win.
Okay. So, big up. Right, I agree 2-1 or score draw.
Okay. So 2-1 or 2-2. Cool.
Yeah. Big up. Saeed, listen, I'll stay with you now. Xavi. A lot of links to Xavi.
Yep.
A lot of links to Xavi.
Well, Everton has scored, man.
Everton has
that
scored.
means they're closing up to us, man. They're catching up to us.
Oh, we're 13th, apparently. At the moment, Saeed was sitting 13th, apparently.
Yeah, we're sitting 13th. But we could be level with Everton.
Oh, my God. Mid-table. That's what I say that when you got mid-table mediocre, all the other results, teams who win are running around you, you're going like a yo-yo. But Saeed, seriously, would you take Xavi?
Yeah. I would. I genuinely would, because what it is for me is that in his first season, people are overlooking. He won the La Liga in his first season. He developed a lot of young players in that team.
What's their feeling the benefits of him now, to be fair?
Exactly.
Yeah. Lemmy and Yamal and all the others.
He was fighting against a board who were basically, not helping.
They were broke. They were broke, Saeed.
Sorry?
They were broke. He didn't have any sort of...
Yeah, he didn't really have... Yeah, exactly. So my thing is that I look at Xavi and I'm like, with the way he would see the football and the way he would encourage players to express themselves on the ball, I think for me, that's what I want. I want players... I want a team that is capable of playing football, Nuruddin, and wants to play on the front foot and wants to play, with the ball, not off the ball. Don't want this off the ball stuff. So if we can get that, that would be amazing for me. But like I said, it could be Amarin, it could be the Stuttgart manager, could be the former Dortmund manager, Terzic. It's one of them where, and he's probably the easiest option because he's free. All the other managers are in jobs. You have to get them out. This is the only one that's free, and the Zirkic probably. So, it's
sorry, let me hold you there. So he said he's never going to manage in Spain. He found it too stressful. He found the intensity, everything around the globe, and he really bent him out, right? So what do you think is coming to a club that's been in disgraceful disarray for 12, 13 years now, Saeed? So why would he come to that? Like, he's almost jumping out of a fire into another bloody fire.
No, I get it.
In a different country where he doesn't really know the culture. He's never played here. Do you know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean that he might not do good, but I'm just saying to you, he doesn't understand the British media, their agendas, the hatred of United. He doesn't understand all that. And the circus, Saeed, which we are a fucking circus. So he's left the circus and he said, he's not even ever going to manage Barcelona. He didn't want to manage, like, you know what I mean? He found it really stressful and he was draining. You know what I mean? He took over. It's like, I'm just like, listen, no mind. I know he's a coach, right? And that Man United will play better football. 100%. Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
But Saeed, is he the guy, though, that is willing to, like, look at the experience he's had. He's gone back to a club where that's all his life. I don't think he's ever played for anybody else. He's come through Real Madrid, Barcelona.
I think every manager's a risk. There's not one manager you can say to yourself confidently, he's gonna do well here. Like, even Amarin could be a risk. People watch.
No, every player and every manager are a risk. But some are more risk than other side. You know that.
No, I know that. But that's what I'm saying. For me, at the minute, it's not down to me. I think it's down to Ineos to pick their chosen person, and if they have the data and they look at what they want to do and their style and etc., then you should know what you're doing. Simple. Like you should know, like wagwan, like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like what's your plan and what you're up to? You know. So for me, we can all reel out the names, but they need to know what they're because he said 2028 Premier League. So it's got to be surely a manager in the next 4 years that's going to get them to us to a Premier League. Because if it's a manager before the manager, it's a bit stop and start there, isn't it? You know what I mean? So you really need a manager who's going to guide you to the next 4 years to a league title, if that's what they're saying. So who can get a league title? I mean, everything's a risk, man.
Yeah, I just find that I think if any manager's coming in, I don't think he'll come in mid-season. I'll be shocked about that, first of all, if this clown was got rid of, because he's a fucking clown. Telling us about Masraoui played in this age group, played this position. That is the Saeed. That's the definition of a clown. That's the definition of a clown, right? So, Tom, I'm going to ask you. Please keep it short because I've got another one more question to ask you two, right? Is that, do you think that out of the possible managers available or could be available in the summer, do you think Xavi is a risk, especially when he's talked about the burnout, what the Barcelona job have done to him? Do you know what I mean? It's a club that he's known inside out. Manchester United is a club, and that's his second big job. Manchester United will be his second big job, by the way. Now, not saying that is a risk. Of course, it's a risk. You know what I mean? Man United can go and get, and we've done experienced managers, and it still failed with Jose. And by the way, you see the way Jose was having us side after the game?
Yeah, no. I've seen that.
No, they were lucky to draw with us.
I know he said, and I've literally seen him saying that, like, you know, and then that's what I mean about in terms of like people taking the mick out of us, man. We've become like a joke thing. Joke.
But would you want, Tom, quickly, would you want Xavi or do you want somebody else? For me, I think we need to look for somebody else. Me personally.
Yeah, I've got my.
But I won't say no. If it's Eric Ten Hag now, if you said to me now, Saeed and Tom, Xavi or Ten Hag now, I'll be like, guys, I'll try some. I'll try you, Saeed. I'll try Tom. I'll try Tom, mate.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, yo, like, bro, for me, it's like, you know, Ten Hag at the minute, we need to just get rid of this manager and then we can move over to what we're going to get and what we're not going to get. That's what it needs to come down to. Not at the minute of, just get rid of this manager and then we move and think about the next one, you know? But yeah, sorry, Tom, go on.
No. I've got my preference. I like Amorim personally over in Sporting. I think he brings something different. I've said this before about the formation set up. We've never tried to play with wing backs before. It's something new. It's something different. I do look at a lot of the players that we have, and I think they can be adapted to play that way. And when I say wing backs, guys, in modern day football, if you use them correctly, they are basically having an extra player on the overlap. They don't play as defenders; they play as attackers. So it's like you have an attacking line of like 5 or 6 that go forward, and the rest of them, just like the rest of the other 4 or 5, hold back. Which is what we've been saying, guys. We don't have enough players holding back. You're still going to have that baseline of 4. He's had some brilliant. I think he's done quite well considering the finances. In Portugal, aren't as brilliant as other leagues. In comparing, when he's gone up against Pep and stuff, I think he lost them 1-6-0, and then he went and did a bit better the last time. Last couple of times round, he's given him a good couple of games. In-game management, as far as what I've seen about him, I think it's brilliant. He knows when something needs to change. He can make the adjustments to it. But the one thing that I always said for the point of him, guys, he's been a player very recently, so he understands the culture of modern day football. He understands dressing rooms and he understands the playing of it. Xavi was always in a dressing room where they always won. There was never a time that when he was at Barcelona in that period, guys, where they never won nothing. He always won something in that team. So that culture that you have there with Xavi, me personally, if you give me him now and said instead of Eric Ten Hag, here's Xavi, I'll give him a go. I'll give him a chance. Yeah, why not? He's a good coach. He gets results. He works with young players. It fits probably a lot of the philosophies that we say for a Manchester United manager. Work with young players, have a style of play that's exciting, which he does if he brings the Barcelona style with him. And the fact of it anyway, guys, is it's something different. It's something new that I think a lot of these players can buy into. It wouldn't be my choice. and I always say this anyway. I
But
don't
if
do
it's Imo Eric
second
Ten Hag
choices.
now, Tom, if it's Imo Eric Ten Hag now, who would you take?
Oh, I'm picking Xavi. Listen, give him a fucking private jet. I'll pay for it. I'll fucking pay for it. Forget the guy.
It's true.
We'll
pick him up. We'll pick him up. Listen, obviously, the way that he was treated, big up to everybody. I would take Areola, me personally, in the Premier League. If you're looking for somebody in the Premier League, guys, we need 80 more likes. I'll say this, and I'll go to you, Saeed. Do you think Ahmad should really discover, because that was embarrassing, playing a left back, right, a right back in a advanced attacking position, Saeed, while you're on the bench? That is a serious disrespect, because footballers know that they're worth, like, Ahmad is quite humble. Kid, you met him, Saeed. You spent some time with him.
Yeah, humble, very humble.
I've seen him on road, you know what I mean? I've said hello to him, you know what I mean? He's humble kid, man. Very calm, very, you know what I mean? Very, very beautiful, just chilled kind of human being. And he was visibly upset. Would you advise him to leave Manchester United for the sake of his
You know what? I've been thinking about this, you know, and I think ultimately I would tell him to kind of almost like just hold on, because I feel like for me, your dream shouldn't be tainted by one manager. It should be, you know what I mean? Like, because for me, Ten Hag could be gone at the end of the season. And if you still believe but then again, what if it's a whole like systematic thing where, you know, you believe that Garnacho or Rashford are never going to be dropped by any manager after this because they're fans' favorite? So you know what? It's one of them where, you know, the club needs to understand that. Jason Wilcox needs to talk to the manager and say, yo, listen, we've got a talent there that you're not really playing. What's going on, the manager? Without kind of, you know, stepping on toes. You just got to let him know that, you know, listen, we've got a player there that you need to utilize. But ultimately, for me, I want to keep him as much as I can. I think everyone wants to, but you wouldn't be surprised if next summer he's out of contract for free. I don't know if he's actually got a year trigger extension. I don't know, Tom. Is it you got a trigger?
I think they do for 12 months. But
they said they were going to trigger. That's what was happening. Him and Maguire, they were going to trigger the option.
But the difference is both.
But they have to agree to it, though.
Yes, both have to agree to it. So Man United might have said to him, well, we agree to trigger your term of your contract for another year. It's on Ahmad then, and it's on his side if they want to do it or not. I don't know if that's the way.
But apparently, I've heard it through the grapevine. Manchester United and Ahmad's agents have been negotiating. I think he might have changed agents, so they've been negotiating for quite.
He has changed agents.
So they've got So they're both. So apparently they've been negotiating for a new contract anyway.
Well, listen. At the end of the day, if he wants this new contract, I think from what experiences he's had right now, he needs to put some clauses in there to say, well, most players do it, guys. We know how Rashford's contract is. It's fucking messed up with. You get so much money for this, for appearances, bonuses, scoring goals, assists, whatever it is. You get so much money.
Yeah, of course.
As an extra. Ahmad needs to put these things in place where, if I make, 10 appearances, I get this much money. You need to put these things in there, even if it's only something as stupid as guys like if he scores 10 goals in the season. If he's playing the way that he is right now, what do you expect? He's not going to score 30 or 40, is it? He's not even playing. So, consistency-wise, guys, him and his agent and his team, they need to properly go into Manchester United's directors and fucking hound them. Seriously, give them a proper test, give them a headache and say, look, he is a talented player. Do you really want to lose this talent? Because we can go somewhere else. Because I tell you something for a fact, guys. As a free agent, if Ahmed and his agent pull up to Madrid, pull up to fucking Barcelona, pull up to one of the big clubs in Europe and say, do you want to take a risk on this kid? You've got no fee to pay for him. You've just got to give him a contract. They'll do it. They'll do it. And he'll either be a squad player at one of the big clubs until he gets a chance, but at least at one of those clubs, guys, they'll give him a chance. They will give players a chance at top clubs. It always happens. Us, we are starving this kid's fucking development and success. We're fucking starving him. And listen, I want him to stay. I love Ahmad as a player. He fits everything that I like for a modern day winger. And what I've always said about him when we first bought him was there's potential, there's talent. I can see why we spent so much on such a young player at that age, because I'm starting to see the fruitions of it now. But if he's not going to play week in, week out, guys, everybody around him will advise, you don't fucking stay there. Do not stay there. For your own career's sake, do not stay there. Go somewhere.
Tom, I'm not going to lie to you. By the sound of this quote, looks like The other teams we play against rate fucking Ahmad more than our manager rates him.
Well,
Some in the
I
Fenerbahce hierarchy stunned Ahmad did not come on sooner yesterday. And they feared the worst with his first touch when an excellent cross-field pass by Maswari took
there's
him
no
beyond.
stable cart to get back into Eric Ten Hag's plans. You're either in them or you're not. That's the problem.
exactly.
With a lot of players. Sancho, as soon as you fall out of favour with him, bang, see you later. Ronaldo, bang, see you later. Any player that he's ever had a disagreement with, or there's been some sort of problems behind the scenes, he's always just got rid of them out of the back door, and he's never given the reasons or asked the questions why, because those players are no longer here and it's not relevant. The difference is, even what we're saying now, we've got such as a kid in the academy called Obi Martin, guys.
Yeah, he's got a hat-trick today.
If Ten Hag stays here, what the fuck is he going to do with him? What is he going to... This is what I'm saying. You've signed your death warrant for staying here. And that's all I'm saying to Ahmad is, look, if he goes somewhere... If some other clubs come in, guys, because you know what clubs are like? They talk emotions, right? They'll speak to his camp when there's this contract that's hanging over whether he wants to stay or not. You'll have clubs like Barcelona. There'll probably be someone in the Premier League that'll have a conversation with him and say, look, where's your head at? You know, we'll offer you XYZ money to come jump to us. We've just done it to Arsenal for this young kid. This is their best wonder kid that they've got in the academy right now. We've just fucking done it to them. Other clubs will do it to us, no problems, guys. Don't be under that fucking illusion that they won't, because they will. Ahmad is one of those players that I look at in this squad, guys, and I think, as soon as you let him go, he'll go and spread his wings somewhere, and he'll go and be a top player for the rest of his career. I've seen this story before, long time. But the fact of that players are not even what Ian's saying here, for example, big up Ian, about Wilcox. Wilcox is supposed to be this great communicator with young players, develop them and help them psychologically and mentally so they're ready to play for the first team week in, week out at big clubs, like what he did over at City. Where's that here? Where is that here? There's no development. There's no protection for the kid. Why is there not a conversation going to Ten Hag and saying, we've got a talented kid on the bench in Ahmad. What the fuck are you doing with him? There's no plan. There is no fucking plan. And this is what frustrates me so much. You know,
100%.
There's always been a plan for some players because they're special. There's something special about it. There's a plan for Fernandes because he's special. There's a plan for Rashford because he's the kid from the academy. There's a plan for every fucking little nitty-gritty player who some of us are all divided on, but the ones that we're all convinced on, like Ahmad, like a lot of us were convinced on Palestri if we gave him a fucking chance, like a lot of us were convinced on Lissandro. Until you give these players actual faith, and I don't mean faith as in like you give them fucking 2 games and show me something. Give them 5 or 6 games, he'll fucking outshine the lot of you. He will. And the fact of he's our best attacking player right now, Dino, and he's not playing at all. And you have a fucking a designated defender who plays in an attacking position ahead of you. That is just fucking. That just sums everything up. And I'm not surprised they didn't want to speak to Ten Hag, Rude, or anybody. I'd have told them all to fuck off. I probably wouldn't have even come on the pitch. He's thrown all the way to Turkey to find out a defender's in front of you. You could be pissed off. I'm not fucking surprised. But
100%.
You can only fight for your career if there's something worth fighting for. And right now, with the way this manager is being, he's got fuck all to fight for under him.
Yeah. Listen, 100%. People, listen. We need 70 more likes. At the end of the day, for me, I just like, how many more young players can we destroy? And I just want to big up Mick as well. Big up Mick. Man UFC Realist TV. Make sure you check out, subscribe. Please go and check the channel out. I have to say this. But this is what we have to do. We have to talk about the upcoming youngsters, and we have to talk about the youth team and the women's team, what they're doing, because our first team is fucking wank because of this bullshit manager, and Ineos are letting him take the fucking piss out of this football club by playing a fucking fullback as a number flipping 10. It's just, I don't get it when you've got players who can play in that position. But big up to you though. For me, how am I supposed to get excited about Obi Martin when this manager is doing what he's doing with these players? How am I supposed to get excited? How am I? You tell me, Mick, where's the developmental plan for these players? Where is it? Where is the developmental plan? Where's the proper coaching? Where's the one-on-one? Where's the tangible improvements that over the months that we could see happening. Big up to you, by the way, people. It'll be live at 8 o'clock for the El Clasico derby. Unfortunately, I'm going to go to a gig. I'm going to go and watch a gig. I won't be able to be there, but I'll be there with him tomorrow, doing the watch-alongs for the 2 games, United, and then doing this big, doing a big match, Liverpool-Arsenal. Will be there. But at the end of the day, Tom, there's nothing for me to get excited. There's nothing to me to get excited about. Ineos, I told everybody and their nan. You told them as well, Tom. We told them, anybody and their nan on here, about wait till we see. People were absolutely twerking, getting on the pole dancing for them. And look what happened now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's facts. We've been over this story, I don't know how many times, guys, but the point is that everybody uses against us. Well, because we've been here so many times, why can't we just persist a little bit longer? If there's something that we can see and we buy into, we'd be on the same fucking train as you all, and we'd be going somewhere with Ten Hag. The fact of the overwhelming majority of fans, if you ask match-going fans, day in, day out, if they go to that stadium, when they go to games, are you entertained or are you not? I know what the large percentage, when you do the calculations of it, it's probably going to fucking say. And it's not going to swing anywhere close towards Eric Ten Hag. The only thing that this guy is holding on to is the faith that supposedly these people have above him. And at the end of the day, there is going to come to a point in a time where enough is fucking enough. And when he doesn't make the top 4 at the end of the season, you will not see Eric Ten Hag here, because they need to get the Champions League money back. They need top European money to finance the football club. Because if they don't, we're already fucking sinking as a club, mate. We're already sinking financially. They need the Champions League money, just like the Glazer family needed it years ago, but to fill their own pockets. We need it to fucking survive as a club. And that's damning of us that we're saying that we need something to survive. How fucking shit are we as a club, guys? We're shit off the pitch when we supposedly recruit players. We're shit on the pitch because we can't score goals. We can't properly defend. We've got fucking open wide spaces in the game. There's not really any sort of progress or results. We're in year 3. We're in year 3 and we're seeing fuck all. But I'm not backing fucking mediocrity. And if people want to go out there and wave the fucking flags and celebrate a fucking draw against Fenerbahce, Palace, or other fucking shit teams like Porto, then by all means, go on, start bollock naked and run around the fucking circuit. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're not going to see me anywhere near fucking Old Trafford when I'm seeing shit like this. I'm a fan, I want to come to games. Yeah, my busy schedule prohibits me sometimes from being able to go to games, so I have to watch it live. But I want to go to a live game. Why would I want to come now, Why? You try and sell me now, say to me why I would want to even go to Old Trafford. You can't do it, can you? There's no 100%. Entertainment factor. There's no entertainment factor. There's no happiness to say, oh, let's go to United, let's go to Old Trafford. We're on a great journey with a manager, or it's the start of something new. There isn't anything. Yeah. I want to go as a fan, but the fact of that, what I'm seeing on TV, it doesn't fill me with joy or happiness to think, oh, do you know what? Then I'll just take some time out of my schedule and then I'll go to Old Trafford. Why? Why should I? I've got nothing to go there for, to be entertained. I've got nothing. I might as well buy a ticket, and give it to some fucking kid on the street who hasn't got the money to go to a game. Yeah. I've done that before where I've given my ticket away when I wanted to go to a game because the way that we're playing is shit at the moment or whatever. I've done it before.
Facts, Tom, facts.
There's no reason, there's no prohibiting reasons why, but you can't even do that now with the way the fucking club are. You can't even give the ticket to somebody.
100%. Big up Jarvis, by the way. Big up Jarvis in the chat. Have a great night out, my friend. Have a great night out. Big up to you. Lots of love. Listen, people, let's see. Well, there's 450 of you in here. Let's see how many likes we're on a video, people. And we're not even reached 300 yet, honestly. Well, we just reached 300. Can we get 50 more likes before we log off, people? 50 more likes on the video, please. Big up Match Negativity, more positive, trust the process. Eric Ten Hag can turn it around. Only Mark Goldbridge is the true fan, and he's the only true fan who actually sees the problem. He's not the manager. T-Rabbit, are you for real? Are you just taking the piss? Is that a piece of satire? Is that a piece of football satire?
Is a true fan, but I don't know if you're talking about the wrong football club or not.
Exactly.
Last time I checked, some name that you've mentioned doesn't actually have a Manchester United season ticket, or he's never even made the pledges to actually get one. He doesn't live in Manchester. He lives, well, we won't say where he lives anyway, but the prohibitions of it anyway is this. As a fan, if you're entertained, when you're seeing something good, Old Trafford sold out week in, week out, and you don't get a ticket, I can go onto the website now if I wanted to, and I can buy a ticket for one of the upcoming games, no problem. That should summarise and tell you as a club where your fucking club is going wrong. The biggest club in the world, with almost, 3 billion fans worldwide, can't sell out their stadium week in, week out. That tells you something's not right on the pitch, or they're not liking what they're seeing.
Yeah.
And it's not the fact that there isn't enough fans, because I've just told you there's enough fans worldwide that travel a lot longer than Dino does on his pedal bike, or a lot longer than me in a car or by train or whatever to go to Manchester and watch a game. People travel fucking thousands of miles from Asia, from fucking China, India,
Africa.
Wherever you're from, Africa, America, wherever you're from, they travel.
Australia. People come from Australia.
I've known a friend when I went to a game a couple of years ago. I think it was when we played.
Let me just say this to Mick. We're wrapping up. We've only got 2 minutes left of the show. We're wrapping up. But next time, big up to you, though.
Yeah, big up.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. No, they were a fan a couple of years ago when I went to one of the games. He was sitting next to me. It was a couple of years ago when I went to Old Trafford, and he'd come from Dallas in Texas, but he had to get two connecting flights. He had to get one from Dallas to New York, and then he had to get from New York to Heathrow, and then up from London Heathrow to Manchester, all in time for a game. That's commitment of fans. He probably spent fucking thousands of pounds for that. And if I'm thinking about the right game that I went to a couple of years ago. I think it was a 0-0 draw when we played Palace. Can you remember where Mourinho?
Yeah.
That game, I went to that game. I think it was when we played Mourinho, and it was 0-0 at fucking Old Trafford, and that it was the most dullest, darkest fucking game in the world. But that guy, travelled fucking 2 states across country, halfway across the world for that shit.
Fucking hell.
Would you do it? You wouldn't do it, mate.
Tom, I'm not lying to you.
You're spending shit tons.
I live 12 minutes away. And the reason why I cycle, because I've had 4 surgeries on my knee, right? I have to cycle to keep my leg active, because I've had football, because I was obsessed with football. Some of you might not know, but I was obsessed with football. So that's why I cycle, because I need to keep my muscles and my knee moving. Do you know what I mean? And I can't play anymore because of the injuries. But yeah, it is what it is. But big up to Brum, though. Brum says, why would I go to Villa Park against Preston on a cold Wednesday night with 30k others, with Steve Bruce as manager, Scott Hogan up front? You go because it's your blood and you enjoy it as much. Listen, I understand that that's what you do that for. I go there to watch shit. You know what I mean? I have been for the past 13 years, Brum. I've been. Jose Mourinho, as Tom just said, is the most dullest football ever. And some people, Tom, as such a revisionist historians, try to make it look like rewrite history. The football was shit. The football was shit. Yeah, big up to T Rabbit. Thanks for the last
couple of trophies, though. That's what people always tell you. Won a couple of trophies.
No, mate. I'd rather win no trophies.
This is what I'm saying.
I want trophies.
We want to go on a journey with somebody, guys, that we actually have some faith in and believe. I need to feel connected to my football club.
That's it. This is what we're saying, though, when Jurgen Klopp went to Liverpool, there was that connection to that manager. Those fans had that connection to him. We had that. We had that, guys, 11 years... 11 years ago it would have been. We had that with a manager for over 2 decades with Fergie. Everybody, there was not one fan, for probably 2 decades that ever had a doubt about the guy, apart from those first 4 years that he was in charge. There was that bit of a hesitant period. It's a different era of football then. Now, you don't get 3-4 years, mate. You get 18 months, show us a style of play, or fuck off. It's as simple as that. Spurs have done it the most, ever since they had one good manager in probably the last 3 or 4 that they've had in Poch. He got them a decent style of play, He took them on a journey, but he could only take them so far. I want to get to that point. If we get to a Champions League final and we lose, guys, I couldn't give a shit. If we're playing good football and we've got something to fight for, another new manager, who has actually won things, has some pedigree to do something. This is why when people say about Xavi, I'll take Xavi for 2 years.
build us to a better place, Dino. We're a good young squad. Develop us with a proper style of play, and let someone like what Barcelona have just done now, Hansi Flick, experienced manager, proven style of play, winning at the top level, comes in, rolls straight in, Dino, puts his sleeves up and said, fucking hell, I've got no work to do here. It's all been done for me. He's got a perfect team. They're breaking fucking teams about. If you want to watch them later, guys, by all means, watch El Clasico, and you'll see a good game with Barcelona. But the foundations of what that team has been built on, and a lot of the personnel within that team, is what Xavi's built for him. So if you want to have a bit of education on Xavi, guys, and what sort of a team he'd build in his image, that Barcelona team that they have right now is pretty much a carbon copy image of what his best work is to date. But yeah, you got Andrew Ellis. I wanted Barrage instead of Mount last season. Where the fuck is Mount gone? Missing in action, mate. MIA, missing in action. But at the end of the day, the fundamentals of us guys, we're all fans. We all have the same striving goal for our football club. We want to win week in, week out, and we want to go to Old Trafford at the end of that season, Dino, and see a fucking trophy laid out on our pitch. That's what we want. I want a league, Dino. I want a fucking league title, mate.
But 13 years, we're not even sniffed on.
We've got 13 years, not even sniffed on. Arsenal, Dino. They went 20 years. Didn't even get fucking near it, mate. They didn't get higher than fucking 4 for 20 years. Liverpool came this close, Dino. 3 games and they fucked it up with Rodgers before then they went and got it with Klopp. Us as a club, like, as fans, we have the right. We have the right to demand better of our club. Every club has the right to demand better when things are this shit. So at the end of the day, if everybody believes in Eric Ten Hag, I'll put this final question to people that still have faith in Eric Ten Hag then. In 2 or 3 years, are we going to see Eric Ten Hag lift that Premier League title as high as Fergie did? Or is he not going to have enough time to last that long to actually lift that league title? Is he going to have the time or not? Because for me, Dino, I look at a lot of other managers in football right now. If you give them 3 years, mate, we're in a better position than we are fucking right now. Way, way better position. Proper coaching, proper style of play, proper setup. Yeah, you're on mute, Dino.
Yeah, 100%, Tom. Listen, 100%. At the end of the day, guys, you know what it is. Listen, I need to go get some food. I've been at the protest most of the day. Big up to Tom. Tom, have an amazing time in Sri Lanka. I've heard so many amazing things. I got one of my friends
that's why we're going.
From there, Tulsi. She's from there. Lovely, lovely human being. And yeah, I hear such an amazing thing. So have an amazing time. And yeah, you'll definitely need a break. I wish I could come with you, Tom.
Get your passport out. We'll pick you up.
After watching United, I swear to God. But have an amazing time, man. And enjoy the food, the culture. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, enjoy it all, man. You deserve it, bro. Love and light. People, make sure you check out Saeed TV across also all socials and go and join a watch along. You'll be doing a watch along for the El Clasico. Make sure you check out Tom Journalist 1 on Twitter at Tom Journalist 1. Yeah, Tom, let us know, man. Make sure you got stories for us when you come back from there.
Yeah.
Big up to you, man. And what we'll say, free Palestine, free Lebanon, free Gaza, free anywhere with anybody, free Sudan, free Congo, free Tigray, free Ogaden, free Haiti. Solidarity with the Haitians or anybody else who's getting discriminated. I heard that the fascists were out today with their little fascist Tommy Robinson little match was out today. That's how it is, people. You got billionaires who fund him to brainwash the British public about their problems is the black and brown person and people who are here for safety, who are coming here because Britain's foreign policy is impacting the countries which they live in. And Britain is picking a side in the wars that are happening, and British weapons are being used to displace them, and then they come here, and then people go, oh, we don't want them here. Well, first of all, you tell your fucking government, you pricks, to fucking not fucking go and start wars in different parts of the fucking world and rob the resources of those fucking countries. How about that for starters? Yeah? So, but anyway, big up to all the anti-fascists that were out there today protesting in London. A lot of my friends were there. Shout out to everybody. Love and light to you all. Love is the only answer. But no justice, no fucking peace. There's no justice, no peace. We'll get the peace after liberation. Liberation, then have the peace. Justice and liberation, then you can have the fucking peace. So that's what we say, people. And remember, all working class people, whether they're Asian, they're black or white, we all stick together because we're all getting screwed by the same fucking lot. The elites in this fucking country. And their tactic is to divide and rule us and use like fuckers like Robinson and Farage to divide and rule the masses. That's what they're doing. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for the hate, right? Don't fall for it. You know what they say in it? The news is billionaires giving money to middle-class people to tell working class people the problem is other working class people. So let that equation fuck up. Billionaires set up TV stations and newspapers and they hire middle-class people to tell working class people, you know what? It's the other working class people that's their fault why you're in that position, why the cost of living crisis, why the services, the social services are foiling, where the welfare state is falling apart. That is the thing, the divide and rule tactics. Don't fall into it, people. Do not fall into it. Educate yourselves. Educate yourselves and do not be conditioned. See the humanity of everybody, regardless of skin color, religion, regardless of race, regardless of whatever that is differentiate us as human beings. We all flesh and blood underneath this. We all are people. But don't let divide and rule tactics, and especially billionaire fucking Zionists, because that's who was funding Tommy Robinson. Tom, you're a journalist. Look it up. Look up where he's getting the money from.
No,
the likes of him, where they're getting the money from, right? So don't let that happen, people. Don't. You love a fucking good Chinese. You love a good fucking Caribbean meal. You love African fucking food. You love the fucking national curry is chicken tikka masala. You're taking the piss. And then you're singing, who the F is Allah? Like, trying to humiliate people who follow the religion of Islam. Are you taking the piss? Are you taking the piss? Well, there's pedophile rings in the major institutions in this country, like the parliament, like the fucking place like the BBC. Come on, people, wake up, wake up. Love and light, free fucking Palestine. And Samson, if you try to come and subscribe to the channel again using another name, trust me, if you come out with defending Zionism when they're fucking committing a genocide, you'll get the same. And if I saw you in real life, I'll give you a backhand just for starters. So don't even fucking come on here and tell me about both sides of genocide. There's no fucking both sides in a genocide. No both sides in. Big up, people. Love's the answer. Love is the answer. But without fucking justice, there ain't no love, people. Without liberation, there ain't no love. Love is the most important thing. You fight for justice of every human being. Every human being, regardless where they are. And you stand in total solidarity with them. That's what you do, people. That's what I've been brought up in Manchester. That's working class fucking culture in Manchester. That's the political education as a child I received in the community where I grew up. So don't fall for hate. Do not fall for hate. Love and light, people. Tom, I had an amazing time in Sri Lanka, pal. Enjoy the food.
Will do.
I'm jealous as hell, mate. Oh, my God. The fruits, Tom. The fruits. The cocktails. The mocktails. Tom's going to be there. Hey, double O Tom, mate. I'm telling you, he's on his own business. He's on job. Let's see how many likes we got on the video. Have we reached our target? No, we're 20 short. Please smash a like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back for the Sunday night. Unfortunately, Tom won't be with us. But you might be, Tom, actually. You might be there already. You might jump. I don't know how many hours you're ahead, but let us know if you want us to send you the link anyway. Love.
Yeah. No
Peace.
worries. Yeah.
Take care. Good night, people.
Peace. Good night.